group, we focused our action research project on intervention given to English language learners, or ESL students, to test whether group or individual intervention is most effective for students to achieve academic success. Our research question is, would small group instruction be more or less effective than individual student instruction among third grade ESL students? Our research hypothesis is, group instruction is generally more effective intervention for ESL students. We believe students will encourage development of social and speaking skills within a group setting. We anticipate that they may feel more comfortable with their peers and lose the stigma of one-on-one intervention.
The research design that we will be using to conduct our study on the effectiveness of group instruction versus individual instruction of ESL students will be an experimental pre-test, post-test design. Our sample for this study will be ESL students at a given Title I school in the third grade who are at similar stages in English proficiency and academic ability based on pre-test scores obtained. Our independent variables will be the students' pre-test scores obtained at the beginning of the study, the participants' post-test scores at the end of the study obtained halfway through the school year, and at the end of the school year with another set of post-test scores obtained. Our dependent variables for this study will be the individual instruction received by some ESL students and group instruction received by students in small groups.
The materials we will be using for our research study will be a pre-test and a post-test and an ESL instructor. For our procedure, first we will give third grade ESL students in a Title I school the same pre-test at the beginning of the school year. Next, based on the pre-test scores, we will group the ESL students according to similar proficiency levels. Then we will split that group in half. Half goes to individualized teaching and the other half goes to group teaching. The group teaching will be split into smaller groups as well. The intervention will be given by the ESL instructor to both groups. Then the post-test will be given after the intervention, and then at the end of the year, a follow-up test will be given to see the students' progress. The data type we will be collecting will be the scores of the students' pre-test and post-tests.
For our analysis, we would like to focus on comparing the two groups of student test scores from the individualized learning style and the small group learning style to determine which one could be considered more effective for an ESL student in the third grade. Our belief or prediction for the research study is that a small group focused learning instruction will be more beneficial for ESL students because there will be more socialized development amongst them, as well as reinforcing speech proficiency in English. Ultimately, if our predictions hold true through our data, more small group instruction for ESL students will be incorporated within their academic experience.